told by his high school counselor that he was not that talented. He should focus on the lowest skilled job he could find. What happened? That counselor stuck a label on him. Below average, barely get by, not talented. He didn't know any better. He wore the label year after year. In his thinking, I'm not that smart. I just don't have what it takes. He got a job at the local factory and stayed at the lowest level year after year. One day the factory closed. He went across town and applied at another factory. This company had a policy that every applicant had to take an IQ test. He took the test, and his IQ came back at the genius level. The owner called him in and said, "What are you doing applying for this low-level position? You've scored the highest of anyone in our company's 63-year history." That day, a stronghold was broken in his mind. That day, he removed a label that had held him back for 17 years. He eventually started his own company and even went on to invent several products that are now patented and in the marketplace. And some of you, just like him, if you're going to rise to the next level, if you're going to become everything God created you to be, you've got to remove a label that's holding you back. Somebody has convinced you that you've reached your limits, gone as far as you can go. Or you've made too many mistakes. You're all washed up. You'll never accomplish your dream. You just don't have the resources. No, people don't determine our destiny. God does. When I was growing up, I was very small. I grew 6 inches after high school. When I played basketball, at one point, I was practically a foot shorter than my teammates. Somehow, I got the nickname Tina. Everywhere I went, that's all I heard. "Hey, Tina. Good morning, Tina." During the basketball game, in front of the whole high school class. "Go, Tina, go." The cheerleaders, big G, little O, go, go. I was the little O. And no one said it derogatorily. They just said it in fun. But I have to tell you, it didn't help my self-esteem. Every time I heard it, it reminded me of what I was not. I'm not as tall as everybody else. I'm below average. I'm not up to par. I let that label sit. I became less and less outgoing, more quiet, more reserved, all because of a label that I allowed other people to put on me. One day I did what I'm asking you to do. I took that label off. I realized when God made me, He didn't make a mistake. He made me like I am on purpose. I may be small, but I know dynamite comes in small packages. In the same way, you are not too tall, too short, too old, too young. God says you are a masterpiece. Now put your shoulders back, hold your head up high, and wear that label proudly, child of the Most High God. Today, in our schools, there's a lot of bullying. I had a parent tell me recently how her 10-year-old son's being teased because he's a very eager learner. He's always reading books, taking extra classes. Even at recess, when the other kids are out playing, he'll go over to a table and work on his math. They're constantly giving him a hard time.